Doctor? Are we gonna solve some shit?
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know what, but we're going to find something and solve it.
Along the way, we usually find one thing to solve.
Yeah.
Even if it's not related to the topic at all.
Not at all. Doesn't have to be, dude.
No. It's just what we do.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to make sense to be fun. It's whimsical, Lois.
You know, it's funny, like, sometimes we'll be talking about something and then I'll say something and it doesn't really make sense to me at the time, and then I listen back to it and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that does make sense. Just like fucking word fountain comes out and then, like, I get lost in what I'm saying, and then it's like, oh shit, actually I was saying something.
I kind of get the same thing. I think my biggest problem, though, is like, I've got all this information just swirling around and I know exactly what I want to put out there. And then my mouth is like, diffusionism. Disconnect. Mm-hmm. That's why telepathy would be so much cooler, because you could just get the entire picture of what I'm thinking.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because we could just be here like this and then got him.
You guys, we won't translate through video.
Yeah, so that's the hard part, is you got to talk.
Yeah.
So anyway, June, Men's Mental Health Month, the fake one.
Yeah.
Movember's the real one.
Movember is the real one.
So, but still, we do this every June, where we talk about men's mental health. We talk about our mental health as men.
Yeah.
Unless you've changed and you're no longer a man. Did you transition?
Not yet.
It's on the books.
Thinking about it, though. No, yeah. Men's mental health, a very serious topic. Something that is often overlooked. We've talked about that before. Like, and people just, you don't really think about it, right? Like,
no, it's kind of a passive thing. I've also stopped putting it through the lens of men's mental health, and I just think of my mental health.
Yeah.
It just so happens I'm also of the male persuasion.
Right.
And so that's kind of the way I look at it. Granted, there are other things and other factors that kind of go into the conversation of men's mental health that I have to put through my own lens. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I kind of look at it and I go, yeah, that doesn't apply to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing with men's mental health, that I don't really have like a platform to speak on it, but did you hear about this like Rape Academy thing?
No.
You haven't heard about this? So CNN did this, somebody on CNN did this this news story about Rape Academy. And so this website was getting 62 million hits in a day or whatever. But there's these men that are drugging and raping women, and they're coaching each other how to do it to other women. So the first thing I had to do was break down the facts. For one, it's not 62 million men. It's not 62 million hits either. It's a porn website that has a small niche group that is linked to a Telegram site where there's about 1,000 men who are doing this, where they're sharing information about dosage and sharing videos and things like that of actual heinous fucking crimes. It is not 62 million men. So that's like my number one point. But the whole premise of even bringing that up is because when that came about and people are spreading it on social media, you have a lot of people saying not all men. And I think that's something men need to stop fucking saying.
Yeah.
Just, if it doesn't apply to you, don't say anything.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't apply to me. I would never fucking do that. But this idea that men are coming up to try to come to some sort of defense, like, don't. Just don't.
Yeah. It's like, better left unsaid. Like, if you come out and say not all men, that seems like you're trying to defend something, actions or whatever. It is despicable to think that people are actually out there doing that. I don't think that it's not true. I 100% believe that there are fucking sick fucks everywhere, but like, I don't know, even like them putting that on like a major news platform, is that going to make more people look at it?
Yeah, you're drawing attention to it.
Yeah.
I didn't know, like, if it would or not, or if it got shut down. Who knows? I'm never going to find out unless somebody else tells me, because I'm not going to go look for it. But yeah, I think that is something that men in general need to stop doing, is coming to the defense of other men for doing bad shit.
And if you really want to comment, just put disgusting.
Yeah. You don't have to virtue signal.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't comment on any of that shit, and I saw like 1,000 fucking clips of it.
Yeah.
And I just kind of look at it and go, that's disgusting. And if anybody I know is among those 1,000 people, I'm going to knock the shit out of that person.
Yeah.
Because I don't see something like that and feel like I need to go on the defense about it, because I'm like, yeah, no, those are sick fucking people.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, I know that was a weird tangent, but it's a men's mental health issue.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of in the same way, you know, we all know somebody who will, you know, use women, just try to get notches on their belt.
Yeah.
I would never like go to that person's defense and be like, well, you know, he went through a breakup or some stupid shit. No, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel about it.
Yeah.
How's your mental health been as a man?
I think pretty good. Lately, I've been feeling pretty darn good, you know. It always seems like I go through a cycle, and maybe it's just like a weather pattern thing where it's like springtime is a little bit depressive for me. Mm-hmm. It seemed like this year wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
But definitely, I've been trying to keep myself well fed. I think that has a lot to do with everybody's like mental stability, is like the shit that you're putting into your body, for sure. And well exercised, that has, for me anyways, has a huge impact on the way that I feel mentally, is like physical work.
Yeah.
And we talked about this multiple times, like I start to feel like stressed and kind of overwhelmed, and then I'll go for like a long walk and then kind of think my way through it. Most of the time I'm not really thinking about anything, just like talking to myself in my head, and then that emotional release of physical energy is magical.
It's a cortisol killer.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, I haven't been working out the past few weeks, and you can tell. But, you know, I still try to, whenever I can, just go down to the track and just take a walk. Mm-hmm. Like, most of the time I don't even put in earbuds, just kind of work out what's on my mind while I'm walking.
Yeah.
And, you know, every day for at least like 5 or 10 minutes a day, I would literally just sit with myself. No music, no TV, no distractions, just sit with yourself. Mm-hmm. I think there's something profound about it, where you kind of go like, you could sit down being already full of stress and cortisol and whatever, and then you just sit there and think about it, and you're like, what am I really fucking stressed about?
Yeah.
What's really bothering me? In reality, it's nothing. I just needed to sit down and be shut the fuck up for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always stressors, you know, there's work and bills and kids and everything else, but for the most part, like, I try to think about it in this term of, will this be a problem in a year? Okay, then don't worry about it. Will it be a problem in a month? No? Okay, don't worry about it. Is it a problem tomorrow? Okay, then I can put some thought into it.
Yeah, and if it's going to be a problem tomorrow, if there's something you can do to fix it, just do that.
just do it now.
Get up and do it now.
Yeah.
It's like I stress about my fucking lawn. Like, I gotta cut the grass. I'll do it tomorrow. Like, fucking just go do it. It's actually like one of those things, almost like working out or going to the gym or like doing exercise, like where you're like, I don't want to do that. It seems hard. But when I get there and I start doing it, I just go into this like mental zone of like, cutting my grass is very almost zen for me now.
Yeah.
Like I just like
trance-like state.
Yeah.
You know, and it's funny how much like we almost have this subconscious procrastination.
Yeah.
Like this morning when I shaved, I didn't really want to because it's kind of a laborious task. You know, it takes time to do this. But I was like, maybe I should just like run my clippers over it real quick and no, I'll just shave and like get the shaving cream on, and as soon as I make a couple strokes, I'm like, yeah, that looks awesome, you know, because you're like clearing away your fuzz and like that's clean, you know.
Yeah.
And you kind of get into that state of, wow, look, I did something, you know. I kind of like in a way created something.
Yeah, and I totally think that like self-care has a lot to do with like your mental stability. It can have a big effect on mental, like the way that you feel, by presenting yourself as like, yeah, I look put together, I feel put together,
Yeah.
and I feel good about that. You know.
No, I 100% agree. I mean, if I'm just like lounging around and wearing basketball shorts and a t-shirt, like I'm comfortable, but I don't feel like great about myself in a way. And then you get a shower and you shave and you know, you style your hair and you put on a decent like I put on a shirt today, you know, like, oh, okay,
I put on pants today.
I'm not sitting here in my underwear. Like you do feel better about it, you know. Or like if you're gonna go to the bar with your friends or whatever and you put on something a little bit nicer, you're like, I look sharp, I feel sharp, you know. There's something to be said for that. So when people kind of just choose comfort clothes all the time, it's no wonder your mental health is shit. You're fucking walking around in public in basketball shorts, you know.
Basketball shorts and Crocs.
Yeah. Like, hey.
Yeah, Crocs are super comfortable, but I'm not fucking wearing them to the store.
Yeah. Like, I'm not going to go fucking have beers with the boys wearing my flip-flops, you know. Like, I'm going to put on real shoes and a real shirt, and I'm going to feel good about myself.
Yeah.
And there's even times where, you know, I'll wear like a button-up shirt to work, and obviously we put on coveralls, and somebody's like, why'd you wear a button-up shirt? I wanted to feel good about myself.
Yeah.
Or, you know, like I'm a dude who wears jewelry, and sometimes I get that, gay, like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It makes me feel cool,
It's not for you.
I don't care what you think.
Yeah. No, yeah, I totally, like, I'll, like, do something around my house, and then, like, okay, I gotta do this, go to the store really quick. I have to run to the store, get groceries or whatever. But I'll, like, do those things, and, like, I gotta go to the store, like, fuck, I'm gonna shower and put on clothes.
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna go to the store in, like, a cut-off shirt, fucking basketball shorts, and flip-flops and Crocs.
Yeah. I rarely ever do that.
Yeah.
And if I do, it's like I'm running to 7-Eleven real quick for a beer run.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be slovenly anyway, because I'm going to be drinking fucking beer, and I'm going to get fat and bloated, but I'm going to feel good about it, you know. So, yeah, like, dressing in a way that makes you feel good is important, you know. It's, you know, when you go to the store and somebody walks past you and you can smell like fucking straight BO or straight ass, that's the first representation people get of you. So looking good and smelling good or just not stinking is actually really good for your mental health.
Yeah.
And I really wish more people would get it so they'll wear fucking deodorant.
Deodorant, get a little cologne maybe. When you're in the shower, just fucking run some soap over your fucking asshole.
I didn't know this. So it was so strange to me. I saw something on TikTok, and I talked to Scott about it. I was like, did you know some guys think it's gay to wash your own asshole?
Really?
Yeah. some dudes literally will not wash their asshole.
So it's super straight to smell like shit?
I cannot wrap my mind around this. For one, it's your own.
It's your own asshole.
Two, it's dirty. You need to clean it every day.
Yeah.
So, do you just go in there and like, yeah, water will get it?
I'll wash the cheeks, but I'm not going anywhere near the crack.
That's fucking gay, dude.
I don't want to be gay. Not washing my asshole.
I cannot fathom why a grown-ass man would think it's gay to wash his own asshole.
Yeah, I didn't know that was...
I didn't either.
Maybe I'm not totally straight then, because I've been washing my asshole for years.
Yeah. It gets dirty.
Yeah.
It needs to be washed.
Yeah.
So, I was so taken aback by that. Like, wait a minute. There are people who don't wash their ass crack?
Yeah, I have a whole separate, like, it's like a loofah, but it's like a square sponge type thing. Just for the old private areas, you know. Crack and sack, fucking extraordinaire.
I just can't wrap my mind around not washing. That's got to itch.
Yeah. What about your mouth, dude? You don't brush your teeth because it's gay? Put something in your mouth like this?
Yeah, there are some people who have issues with that.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that people who do have bad oral hygiene have, like, low self-esteem?
I think that, yeah, there's a correlation there.
There's
for sure.
a direct correlation. It's like, you know, if you would brush your fucking teeth, mouthwash, floss, all that good shit, you'd probably feel better. You'd be definitely less self-conscious about your shitty breath.
Well, you think about it, like, if you in your mind don't think that it's important to, if you're not important enough to your own self to take care of your, like, personal hygiene, like, your mental projection of yourself is already low. Like, that's if you don't have it in your mind that you yourself are not, like, deserve to be taken care of, like, on your own.
Yeah.
It should be like I don't know.
Well, it's especially, like, dudes who have loneliness issues, but it's like, how do you expect somebody to want to be with you if you live at the lowest state?
Right.
You know, if you're unwilling to take care of your oral fucking hygiene, how do you expect somebody to want to be with you?
Yeah.
And if you don't take care of your mental health and your physical health, how can you expect somebody else to love you because you don't love yourself?
Yeah, exactly.
And as somebody who's, you know, been single for a long time and you went through a breakup that really hurt, and people give you this terrible fucking advice of, well, you gotta love yourself first. A, that's not true. But B, it is true, because you can love somebody else without loving yourself, but you can't, nobody's ever fully going to love you if you don't love yourself.
Yeah, are they going to reciprocate that? Like,
Yeah.
by, I love you because you love me. I love that you love me.
Yeah.
And I don't love you to have anything to do with you. I love that you love me.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's very selfish. It's loving unreciprocally.
Yeah.
It's just saying that I love what you give me, but I don't want to give it back to you.
Right.
You know, and I've been through that, and that sucks.
So it's almost like mirroring, like, you don't love yourself, so I don't have to give you that love because you don't.
Yeah.
You can't, like, you don't deserve it or whatever.
Yeah. In a way, that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
It's like, well, and the flip side of that is, if you're with somebody who doesn't love themselves, you're like, you don't love you enough to take care of you, therefore you don't truly love me.
Yeah, how are you going to love me if you can't even love yourself?
Yeah. But that's also just, like, fucking poor advice to give to somebody who's, like, going through a breakup or a depression.
Have you tried washing your asshole?
I did that the whole time, I promise. Yeah, it's a weird fucking conundrum of, really, how can you enjoy anything in life if you don't really love yourself?
Yeah.
And like Matthew McConaughey talks about this is every once in a while somebody will tell him, you're full of yourself. And he's like, who the fuck else am I supposed to be full of?
Yeah.
I'm me. And I've kind of adapted that within myself to say, like, you know, when I was born, I came into this world alone. When I leave this world, I'm going to be alone. And I'm with myself the entire time. So don't have self-resentment. Because the only person in this mind is me. So why am I going to spend a single ounce of it not being like, hey, you're great. And we'll keep going and we'll keep getting better. Like, having that good self-talk is important.
Yeah. And I've been thinking about lately is like we've been going on all these things talking about consciousness and like how consciousness dictates the physical reality. And, you know, if you can try to tie that into like mental health is like if you can meditate and put yourself into this positive light, could you elevate yourself just by like consciously pushing that energy towards like positive thinking and positive self-love and positive really keeping yourself in a more positive state of like mental state.
Yeah.
I think using consciousness as like a power to almost manipulate your emotions or control your emotions into a more self-loving point.
No, I 100% agree, because within the realm of consciousness, you know, people will say that your thoughts create reality. So if your thoughts are negative, you're creating negative reality. Mm-hmm. Versus if your thoughts are positive, you're creating positive reality. And I think that's where like the good self-talk comes into play of like, when you fuck something up, your first thought is, God, I'm a fucking retard. I'm an idiot. Would you ever speak to another person like that, like in a serious way? I mean, you know, at work, we kind of do.
Let me think, maybe. I've never called anybody an idiot.
I can't do that. I got in trouble for it. So, but you know, you kind of have that like natural instinct to just be really hard on yourself, to be like, God, I'm so fucking stupid. Or, you know, when you say something that you're just like, ah, that was dumb. Would you really talk to another person like that? You probably wouldn't.
No.
So why would you do it to yourself?
Yeah. And that was something that, like, Pat and I was talking to Pat about, was like, it was like one of the, like, beginning of the new year, and I was like, you know what, this is new year, new me. I'm just going to say positive shit to everybody, like, all the time. Especially when they make me mad, I'm going to say something positive about them. Lasted for like a few weeks, and it was pretty funny because like anytime hey, good job, even though it was like,
but they fucked up.
Yeah. You know what? You're getting better.
Yeah, fucking.
So maybe positive affirmations toward yourself, like if you fuck something up, instead of saying that was dumb, it's like, you know what? Getting better, buddy.
Good job.
Better luck next time. Hey, we'll get it.
Yeah, I definitely have tried to adopt that mindset myself of maybe not so much, you know, flip it all the way positive, but just don't be negative all the time. Because I catch myself in this loop of talking shit about people to the point where it's like gossip. And now when I catch myself, I go, stop, don't do that. Like, you're better than that. You don't have to buy into it because you're mad at somebody or whatever. Just stop with the gossip. And that was profound for me, because I would get caught in this fucking loop where like somebody pisses me off and I just dwell on it and I fucking spiral, and then eventually it leads to a full-on crash out about something. Mm-hmm. And I normally do it very privately, but eventually it'll pour onto somebody else. You know, like that situation at work I told you about fairly recently, where it's like I fucking dwelled on that for weeks, just like letting it eat me up. And eventually I just, who gives a fuck? It does not matter. Like, I didn't actually get in trouble, and I know the people that are saying these things are fucking liars and they're full of shit. And so I just like, let go. And then now I'm kind of seeing the flip side, where it's like those people are getting their kind of comeuppance. Mm-hmm. And I'm not like, ha, get fucked, nerds. I'm like, karma's karma.
Yeah. Yeah, I try to tell my kids that too. It's just like, anybody get hurt? Like, are you okay? Is it the end of the world? It's all good. Like, don't worry about it. Just keep moving. Keep it moving.
It's hard to, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Especially, like, because I'm a very empathic person,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so maybe it does actually sting me deeper than other people because of my empathic mentality. But I could also just be being a bitch about it, you know what I mean? So it's no matter what the reason is or how deep it cuts, you have to just be like,
I think it's really hard not to internalize a lot of just surface level shit and just dwell on it and let that thing like corrode your mentality for the day or for the week or for the, you know, whatever. And to really just let shit go, like when I fucked up at work, hit the wrong button, and it's like embarrassing, you know. But I dwelt on that for like 2 days, like, fuck, man, what an idiot, dude. So stupid. Oh well.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
No big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, internalizing it is, most of the time, is the worst fucking thing you can do.
Yeah. For me, the easiest way to try to not do that is to make fun of myself for it in a joking way of like letting everybody know I know that it was fucked up. You know, I fucked it up. But also, I'm not going to do it again. I definitely learned whatever, you know.
Well, I think there's the joking self-deprecation where, like, when I make a mistake, I'm like, God, I'm a fucking idiot. But I say it jokingly to myself instead of just, like, fucking bearing down, like, you dumb bastard. What the fuck were you thinking, you know? Yeah. Instead of just, like, kicking myself while I'm already down, just be like, ha, stupid. And then it's just like, yeah, I'm going to take the piss out of myself before somebody else does it.
Right.
You know? And then when somebody does, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, I've already said worse about myself. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, I own a mirror, bro. I've said all kinds of hurtful shit to myself.
You're just going to take that asshole and wash it out. Gone.
Yeah, I'm just going to go home and take a shower, wash my asshole, and I'm going to feel better about it.
Yeah.
But, you know, the other trick to that is I just consider the source. It's like there's certain people at work that are kind of always talking shit about me, and then I look at them and I go, those people are just fucking hateful.
Yeah.
They're always going to have a problem with somebody. It's me today, tomorrow it's somebody else, and the next day it's another person, and eventually it'll come back around to me, and then I go, fuck them, I don't care.
Yeah.
Well, couldn't imagine being you going home and being fucking miserable all the time.
Yeah. No, yeah, and it seems there's a lot of people, not just at our work, but like in general, that just like, I don't know if that's their way of trying to make themselves feel better about whatever it is by putting other people down.
Yeah.
So like, these people suck, so I'm better.
Yeah.
So I feel good.
And I really think that's a lot of it is people prop themselves up by standing on others.
Yeah.
And it's like, if that's what you need to do, you fucking go right ahead.
The problem is, though, like we just talked about, like if you're putting out negativity, your whole vibration is already negative. So as much as you feel better about yourself, your whole demeanor is already negative. So it's like you're already in that, you're still in that negative state. Like, try some positivity, bud.
Yeah, just try to just like, hey, you woke up today, you're not dead, you didn't get a flat tire or into a car accident, yeah, work's not going great, you still got a job, when you go home there's food in the fridge, you have a place to live, like, maybe just be grateful for like one thing, just to kind of counterbalance a little bit.
Yeah. Do yourself a favor and just get some endorphins, man.
Yeah.
Give yourself some good endorphins. It's great.
Yeah. Unclench your fucking jaw. Mm-hmm. You're going to be okay.
Yeah.
And it's hard for some people, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's, I don't know, people are people.
Mm-hmm.
Once you kind of like accept that you're not in control of anybody else's thought process or how they react or whatever, but you are in control of your own, it changes your whole paradigm.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the basement episodes, AJ's talking to this I don't know what the guy does. I didn't actually finish the whole episode, but he's like a commentary. He does something on social media or something like that. But he was like, he went to prison for like 5 or 6 years or something like that for a robbery that he did. He was like, goes through his whole history of like being addicted to drugs and stuff like that. But he talks about the way that he got through prison was adopting a routine. And it's like that just structured his whole day and like laid out, and so that you're not just looking at 10 years, it's like this day. It's almost like rehab, like taking it, today is today, and I can control what is happening right now. What am I doing right now? And, you know, setting a structure for yourself. So like, at this time I'm doing this, at this time I'm doing this, at this time I'm doing this. So it takes up time through your day, so you're not just sitting there doing fucking nothing.
Yeah.
So that you have things, different aspects to focus on, different steps of the day, and then that eats away at the whole time. But like, even just structuring that around your mental health is like, okay, I have to do this at this time so that I can get that done, feel accomplished.
Yeah.
You know, for me personally, it's like, wake up, what do I have to do? Okay, the hard thing is get into the cold shower.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, fuck, I don't want to do that. Okay, I did it. And okay, well, now I can do the next thing.
Yeah.
Or get up, make your bed. What's
Yeah.
the first thing you do? Make your bed. Like,
The make your bed thing is an eternal game changer. You know, and listening to that speech from that admiral who was the Navy SEAL who, you know, said it to that graduating class or whatever it was, like, that was really profound to me. And making your bed does create, like, I did this first task of the day, now I can move on to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And then when you're done, at the end of the day, you have a freshly made bed to get into. So I think more people should adopt that. Also with that, wash your fucking bed. Like,
especially if you're not washing your asshole, dude. At least wash your bed. Bed sheets.
Speaking of bed sheets, because I spend so much free time on social media, I found out it's a red flag for a man to have navy blue bed sheets.
Really?
Couldn't fucking tell you why. I have 2 sets of bedding, so I have one for like the warmer months where it's like a higher thread count, so the sheets are a little bit cooler, and then I have like a set of flannel style sheets, and both sets are navy blue. So I'm a double red flag.
Walking red flag, dude. Don't post that on social media. You're gonna get flamed.
I don't give a fuck. I'm actively giving out fucking icks to every woman. I don't care about my bed sheets.
Yeah. David Ick.
I see what you did there. Reptilians are the reason for everything.
Yeah, that's so. Why navy blue? Did they specify?
No, but I imagine it has something to do with like being able to hide the cleanliness of your bed sheets, because if they're a lighter color, you're going to see that they're stained or dirty or whatever. But I wash my bedding once a week, regardless. So I don't think that red flag applies to me.
Yeah, weird. Yeah, we have a bunch of different like bed sets, but they're all like lighter colors, like pea, almost like a seafoam green or gray or tan.
Yeah, but it's different because you're married, so your wife probably picks them out.
Yeah.
So it's...
I don't even care if there are sheets on there. I'll lay down for a minute.
I care if they're sheets. I can't lay on like the foam topper thing. It's too itchy.
Yeah.
But there are grown-ass dudes who don't sleep with sheets. And that's gross.
You know, I really didn't understand why people, so off subject, but I didn't really understand why we had 2 sheets and like why. Now I love sleeping with sheets. Like, really, it's supposed to be like the one that you lay on is for the comfort, and then the one that goes above you in between your blanket creates a cool air atmosphere, and so that you don't get too hot in your blanket or too cold. Yeah, it's like a regulation temperature thing.
And it's nice too when it's hot. You can throw the blanket off, but leave the sheet on you. It's top to you. Yeah. Although like half the time I sleep on top of my bedding, and I have like a throw blanket that I just cover up with. Depends on the weather. Yeah. But yeah, wash your fucking bedding.
Yeah. Step 2 after washing your ass.
Like you said, couldn't imagine getting into dirty bedding with a dirty ass. Yeah, it's interesting. So speaking of like the intersecting relationships between men and women, the ick game keeps stepping up with women. Because I find it super interesting to find the things that women get the ick about, and so much of it is like, all right, now you're just being fucking immature. It's not even about... Sometimes I think some women just don't want to date because they find an ick about everything. And try not to put it in like the paradigm of the male loneliness epidemic, but sometimes women make it hard for men. It's like when you get the ick because of who knows what, the stupidest shit sometimes. Yeah. And it's such a weird conundrum that I kind of go like, yeah, this is why dating in modern culture is stupid.
Yeah. Well, so me and Kara were talking last night, and she was talking about one of her coworkers that was like complaining about her boyfriend. And she was like saying something that like, if he would just stop being dumb, they could take their relationship farther or whatever. I was like, well, what do you mean by that? And she's like, well, she just says he's dumb. He needs to get his shit together. It's like, well, I understand that, but it sounds like she's attracted to him but doesn't like him. Yeah. And she's like, well, what do you mean? I was like, well, she is attracted to him. She thinks that he's physically attractive, but she doesn't actually like who he is. Yeah. She has this mental projection of who he could be in her eyes, and she wishes that he was that, and is hoping that he will change into that for her, but like, why not just dump him and find somebody that you actually like?
Yeah. I think you hit it. I didn't even know the situation, but that sounds like a pretty accurate prognosis for it. Yeah. And I think that's what is wrong with a lot of people's relationships. Yeah. And I think about this like way more than I should, because as somebody who's been single for a long time, and I look around, and most relationships are already fucking doomed. And I watch patterns literally unfold that you don't even have to predict. It's just pattern recognition, where some people it's like, yeah, your partner doesn't actually love you. That's why they're always trying to change you and they make you do what they want. So that person doesn't love you. That relationship's doomed. That one's doomed. That one's doomed. And it's a lot of that same thing. Like, people don't realize that you can love somebody, but you're still incompatible with them. Or you can love somebody, but that's not actually your person. Yeah. And it's really heartbreaking to look at. Yeah, for sure. But then at the same time, I go, glad I don't have to deal with that no more.
Now, in that same vein, there are things that like being, I've been married for like 20 years this year. We've been together for 25 years. And there are things that I have changed the way that I do because I know that my partner, my wife, would appreciate me to change, certain things like going out and drinking with friends all the time or hanging out, not spending time. Those are things that I might want to do at the time, but like it's more beneficial for me to spend time with them because I know that that's what I should be doing. And it's like taking care of the people that I love in a way that is in their better interest as opposed to what I might want at the time to do. I'll make a sacrifice to like, but for the most part, it's what I want to do is I want to hang out with my family rather than like friends to go drink or whatever.
You're saying you don't want to like go pound some beers?
No, I do. Not every day though.
No, I agree. I don't think that's like I'm changing for her. I think that's just your own alignment.
Yeah.
Like, because you say, this is actually what I would rather do. Like, this does sound cool, but this is where I belong, you know? So I think that's just proper alignment.
Yeah.
Versus, you know, we see it all the time where people get together and then suddenly one of the two in that relationship just drastically changes to suit the other person. It's like, that's not love, that's codependency. And that's just as sad to see as a fucking breakup.
Yeah.
Because you're watching somebody lose who they are to better suit somebody else.
Right. And it's like, if they really loved you, then why would they want you to change almost everything about yourself?
Yeah, because you inherit...
The person that they love.
Yeah. It's like, I love you, but 90% of you, I don't like.
I would love you even more if you were this person instead.
Yeah, and that's not kosher at all. And as somebody who kind of fell into that trap, when you see it, it's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Just be you.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I always tell my kids, you know, be yourself, everyone else is taken. And even that within, like, the concept of singlehood and dating and all that, where women always say they want a nice guy, you know, or a good man, as I prefer to call it, but they really don't. You know, they kind of subconsciously want like the bad guy. And I'm seeing a lot of that recently, especially online, of course, because I don't have much of a social life. But it kind of like, as a man, makes you feel like substandard. Like, I'm not good enough because I'm not a jerk. I don't understand. But at the same time, I kind of go, that's okay. If you want to go get your fucking heart wrecked by somebody who's an asshole, that's cool. If you don't want me because I'm a good man, that's cool too. Somebody else will. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to just be an asshole so I could be with somebody. And that's kind of in the vein of what we're talking about, of changing yourself to better suit somebody else. I know I'm a good person. That's not going to change.
Yeah.
If that's not for you, then that's not for you.
Yeah. I think the hard part is probably most people don't look at themselves in the way that you have, like the way that you've like said there was things about yourself that you had to change and you were wanting to change, and you've done that over the past couple of years. Like I think a lot of people don't take that introspective look of like, okay, these things happened to me. That's an external thing, but like look internal of like, okay, what can I do to change that scenario in the next, next time? I think that has a lot of importance, and like be the person that you want to be, and find that person that loves that about you. Like,
yeah,
that part about finding that person is definitely the hard part. But like,
sure,
if you focus on more your self growth or your self love, then you create the space for somebody to accept that also.
I 100% agree, and I think there's something to be said for spending a significant amount of time on your own. And you see it all the time. People like break up and then they're in a new relationship within a few months, because the fear of being alone outweighs the fear of being with the wrong person. And a lot of people are with the wrong person, and that's sad to say. But it's like people are so afraid to just deal with themselves. And that's the number one thing you have to do. Kind of going back to the positive self-talk, get through the bad self-talk first.
Yeah.
So you have to learn how to be with you. Like I said, you're solo when you come into this world, you're solo when you leave this world, and you're stuck with yourself all the way in between. Why not learn how to be at peace with who you are?
Yeah.
Why not learn how to cultivate the person you want to be?
Yeah.
And sometimes people need to be more aware that, hey, I'm an asshole and I need to figure that shit out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm not the asshole, it's everybody else.
Yeah. If you're one of those people who thinks that everybody else is the asshole and everybody else is the problem, no, it's fucking you.
Yeah.
You are the common denominator in all of those connections.
I tell people outright, I am the biggest asshole you're going to meet here, but I'm pretty nice.
And everybody knows that's not true. No, the nice part is true, but the asshole part is not true about you. I fucking promise. You're actually like the only person I know categorically that nobody says anything bad about.
Oh, I've tricked them.
or the alternative is they just won't say it to me because they know I'll bite their fucking head off. Like, I couldn't imagine if somebody said something bad about you. I'd just be like, are you retarded?
Have you ever met this guy?
Do you know Spencer?
Yeah,
Come
he
on.
called me a fucking retard.
Well, stop being fucking retarded. That sounds like a you problem, buddy. Yeah. It's interesting. Yeah, I really do admire like people like you and Kara, where you guys are able to stay together, but you still do that self-work instead of just lose yourselves inside a marriage.
Yeah, it's something that we like have struggled with in the past, and it's like you forget, because for so much time, especially when you have kids and you start like, then like a lot of the focus goes on to your kids, like, and you kind of forget, you'll even forget like your relationship needs to have work too. And we talked about this multiple times, like, now that our kids are getting older, we're getting to this point where we're together again, like we don't have to focus so much on the kids, and like we can have this time to spend together, and it's almost like re-dating your spouse, and it's been fun. Like we went out last night just on a whim, like Kara got home from work a little early. I just woke up and I was like debating if I wanted to go I should probably go to the gym. Fuck, I need to go do something. And I went downstairs, and I thought she was still at work, and she was downstairs. I was like, oh shit, you're home. But I was like, do you want to go to the gym? She's like, yeah. I was like, okay, fuck.
Now I have to.
So we went to the gym, and then like, the kids aren't home. They were at my brother's house. I was like, why don't we go out? Something that's weird, like, you don't really think about that, like when you have kids and shit, like just going out on a random Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like, let's go out. So we just went to the bar, had a beer, got some food, hung out, and it was like a little date, impromptu, like, you know. But those little things are things that I think that in a relationship you have to try to make happen, instead of like, it is fun to plan out stuff and go and do stuff planned, but like just like on a whim go and do something just because you have the time to do it. It's a new concept that we're rediscovering is a fun thing to do.
Yeah, and I think that's wonderful. Just being able to, like you said, now that the kids are older and you're in a position to where it's like, hey, you guys don't need constant care. We're gonna go have a beer, you know, and that's wonderful. But yeah, kids and the house and jobs and everything, like, they take a heavy toll on relationships. Mm-hmm. They really do. Yeah. Especially when you work a fucked up schedule like we do. Yeah. Or it's days and nights, and it's like basically half the month you're not really home. Right. And when you're working nights, forget about it. And I know me, like, I get home and I'm up for like an hour and a half, and then I go to bed, and then I'm up for about an hour before I leave. So I'm basically just a ghost. Yeah. And even when, I was in a relationship and I had a family and everything, it was still the same way. 12 hours during the night is a long fucking time.
Yeah.
And it takes a toll on everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize that at the time. But now looking back on it, I go, yeah, I wasn't very present. You know, especially when overtime was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Working all the fucking time. And then you get home, you don't have energy for anything.
No, it's... So, yeah, like... I wake up like 4 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Go to the gym for like an hour. This is what I have time for. This is how my day works. Like, I get up 4 o'clock, get my shit ready, go to the gym, leave for work, get there, leave the gym at work because I live far away and far enough away that if something happens, and there's only one fucking road out here, so if something happens, like if there's an accident or something, it's going to take at least an hour to get there. Get there, work 12 hours, and then go home, get home by like 8 in the morning, take a shower, eat breakfast, or eat dinner, breakfast or whatever. By that time it's 9 o'clock, so 9 o'clock till 4, I've already had a sleep deficit. Like, my day is already done. Like, I don't really have time for anything else except for sleep.
And you have to sleep.
Yeah.
And there's no two ways about it.
Yeah.
Which is like not only a physical requirement, it is a mental health requirement.
Yeah.
Like, your body does need to be at rest. Your mind needs to be at rest. You have to shut down.
Yeah. Say, like, it's like after 24 hours, you already start experiencing some level of psychosis without sleep.
Oh, yeah. I hallucinate like a motherfucker when I'm sleep deprived.
Yeah.
It's kind of upsetting. 'Cause there's times I'm at work and it's like I only slept like 3 hours. And I'm like, am I seeing shit? That's for you, by the way, if your drink is empty.
For that drive home, you start seeing like extra trees. Like, what was that?
You know, when you're driving home and it feels like you're drunk because you're so fucking tired, where everything's just like shifting around.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
tracing. The frame rate is fucking...
it's 4.
Yeah.
It's like watching a really old TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's you gotta rest. You have to get rest. Sometimes rest just means being still.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's times when I struggle to sleep during the day, and it's like, well, I could get up and do this. No, just lay here.
Yeah.
Even if you can't sleep, just let your body be at peace.
Yeah. Big thing, I've talked about it before, is like, for me, is I wear a sleep mask when I'm sleeping during the day. Because if I don't wear it, like, I'll wake up and kind of look at the window and just see how, like, the light is getting a little bit dimmer. So it's like, okay, it's getting later in the afternoon. Grab my phone to see what time it is, and then just like sit there and scroll for 2 hours, where it's like, could have went back to sleep.
Yeah.
Not now.
I don't know. There's times I doom scroll and it helps me fall asleep.
Really?
Sometimes. You know, I think doom scrolling is a factor in mental health too. If you're gonna do it, like, get your algorithm on board with things that aren't negative.
Yeah.
And that was a big problem for me for a while. You know, especially like going through a few years of depression, I'll say, and just constantly feeding myself negative shit, and it's just like perpetuating this depressive state.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally I was like, I'm just done with this. I don't want to see sad shit anymore. I don't want to see anything about narcissists and avoidance and all this other bullshit that I'm feeding myself. I'm just over it. I'm done with it. And so I like go in and purposely change your algorithm. Search certain things that you know you will enjoy. Like prank videos, fucking great. or gun videos or whatever it is. Like, put that shit in your algorithm, so if you're going to doom scroll, at least it's something you want to consume.
I wonder if there's a way to, like, set up different, like, algorithm states of, like, okay, I want to be I want to look at something funny, and so you go into this like comedy type algorithm. But like when you're going to sleep, you're like, okay, I want to see like a bunch of peaceful images, like so you're just doom scrolling like Shady Brooks and stuff like that.
No, I want to see videos of two Indian guys making a pool out in the middle of nowhere and clips of outdoor boys.
Yeah. I love that guy's videos.
Dude, it is funny too, because like I'll get into that algorithm cycle of outdoor boys, and then I'll see the videos every once in a while. That says, if you see this guy on your feed, it's time to put your phone down and go to sleep. No.
Nope. I want to see what he's building. This type of igloo he's building today.
Nothing's better than bread with honey butter. You're right. You're right.
Looks like a scone, dude.
I don't know what it is about that bread, dude. It looks fucking gangster.
Yeah. Especially when he bites it and there's steam coming out. He's like,
yeah. And you know he's cold as fuck, but that probably just like makes him feel so good.
Yeah.
Because when you're cold, everything is just like, oh, this is a good thing, and I love it.
Yeah. I just wish he would close his mouth more.
Yeah, because...
I get it, it's bright out there. Snow blindness is a real thing.
It's true. I actually watched a speech he gave to a graduating class of college recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was pretty good, very motivational. Said a lot of interesting things, and he was kind of vulnerable in a way. It was really good. I recommend it.
Yeah.
That's something that's massively helped my mental health, is like motivational talks, podcasts too, like Jay Shetty or Chris Williamson are amazing, because they don't go down there and just like, you're depressed and this is what you got to do. It's like, no, I heard this great quote one time, and then they'll rattle it off and talk about it, and it's like, hey, I consumed something really good.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't just watch a video about, you know, a narcissistic ex or some shit, you know. Can't recommend it enough.
Yeah, maybe we can create an app that's just like you can separate your algorithm for what you want to actually look at. So it's like the sleepy time algorithm. Birds chirping and fucking
Or the
fishing. Or like,
the long videos of the Indian dudes making a pool.
Yeah. Digging it out with a stick.
And it looks like that, and then you look in the background and you're like, are those backhoe tracks?
Yeah. Primitive technologies, is that what I mean? Like primitive building or whatever.
You watch them do it though, and you're just like,
you know what? I have a backyard and a stick.
I'm like, oh, that is so cool. I wonder if we could do that at Spencer's house.
Well, my kids tried to do it one day. Came home. Well, actually, I woke up in the afternoon, came outside and looked out in the backyard, and there's a big ass hole in the backyard. Like, what are you guys doing? Mom said we could dig.
Like,
why?
What are you digging for? A power line?
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. So what's something else that helps your mental health?
Like I've said, I try to exercise. I try to eat things that are going to be beneficial for me. Supplements for sure. Really, my focus for the last 2 years has been trying to take care of my physical body, and for me that's been a game changer for my mental outlook on everything. It's just like a lot of things I would look at and not want to do because it's physically taxing. Like I can't do that. I don't want to do that. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh, that shit actually might be enjoyable. And so like taking care of myself, giving myself time, allowing myself to have the time to take care of myself before I try to take care of like my family and shit like that. And something that Kara's been doing too is like we're in agreement of this, like if you need to take time for yourself, I fully I support that 100%. Tell my kids that if you want to go outside and exercise or whatever, do what you need to do to take care of yourself first, and then
Yeah.
you'll have the capacity to take care of the people around you. But I think that trying to stay in a positive state for sure is a huge key. And I do also get into that especially at work, of like people talking shit about other people, and it's like, yeah, I'll say something, I want to make a joke and say something funny, but like at the same time I really don't care.
Yeah.
Honestly, do not care. Shit happens, I know shit happens, but I'm going to say something because it's going to be funny.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a line in Lethal Weapon 2 where Riggs and Murtaugh get assigned to protect Leo Getz, and they're complaining to the captain, like, this is a shit assignment. And he's like, I don't give a fuck. That's why I don't have an ulcer, because I don't give a fuck. And then, Riggs lights up a cigarette, and he's like walking out, and captain's like, hey, Riggs. And he takes the placard off his desk and throws it to him, and it says no smoking. He's like, see what that says? He goes, yeah, same thing as that, but I don't give a fuck. I've adopted a lot of that. Like, I just don't care.
Yeah.
Why would I put energy into something that's fucking volatile to begin with?
Yeah.
It's pointless.
Yeah.
And even like some interpersonal relationships or connections that I've had have, over like the last year or two have dissolved or been ghosted, or people I thought were friends or not friends or whatever. And I used to take that shit so personally. Now I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
The real friends are real friends, and the real family is the real family, and people just come and go. It just is what it is.
Yeah. But for the most part, like, you find yourself dwelling on something that, like, is bugging you, and if you look at it from the opposite side, if it involves another person, for the most part, they don't really care either.
Yeah.
So it's like, why should I care if this other person doesn't care? Like, I'm just putting myself through trauma for no reason.
Yeah, and I think that's been a big thing for me too, is like kind of subconsciously giving energy to somebody else who doesn't give a fuck about me. Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Why am I thinking about X or Y or Z person who did something awful to me, or this person betrayed me, or this person's talking shit? Like, who cares? Fuck it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I still have good friends. I still have good family. I still have people who genuinely care about me. I'm going to pour into their cup. Mm-hmm. This person over here who says I'm an asshole, I don't give a fuck. Fuck him. Hey, fuck you.
Yeah.
Just make it simple.
Yeah. Another thing I think is if you do have, like, people who are going to support you, letting them, like,
yeah,
we talked about it before, is like finding that strength, I guess, within yourself to be vulnerable enough to, like, let people, like, if something is really bothering you, or like if you feel like you're carrying a heavy burden, let somebody else help you carry it. Like, Kara talks about it all the time, and she's like, I know I come home and I stress you out by, like, she'll come home and say something, tell me something that has happened at work or happened with somebody at work, and it's stressing her out. She'll come home and tell me about it, and then I start trying to, like, solve the problem for her or whatever. Yeah. And it's just like, the thing that I do naturally is just like, okay, well, why don't you do this, and that? And it's like, well, she doesn't want me to solve it. She just wants the decompression of letting this energy out. And it's like, okay, well, I can help you carry that. So it's like realizing if somebody is doing that, you don't really necessarily have to try to solve it for them. It's just being there for that, like, support of helping carrying that emotional burden for them for a minute. Like,
yeah, 100%.
Or just, like, helping them offload it and then fucking chucking it to the side because I don't give a fuck.
Put it all on this plate. Fucking check. Yeah, as men, we're fixers. You know, we try to think through a problem logically, and we have that natural response, and it's nothing personal, like, against your partner or against women who have to just kind of, like, vent and decompress it. It's just our natural instinct to be like, oh, I know how to fix this. but really, it's like you said, they just sometimes need that space.
Yeah.
You almost have to kind of read the situation and go, do you need a solution or do you just need to let it out? You know, like, do you just want me to listen or do you want me to respond, kind of thing? And once you've been with a person for so long, you can kind of read that room automatically. Mm-hmm. And even for me, sometimes it's hard, somebody will complain to me about something and it's like, do they want advice or do they just want me to be an ear, And you have to balance it.
Yeah.
And you can't always ask like, okay, do you want a solution or do you just want me to listen? Because that comes off as like, I don't actually care. But even that is like your natural male logical response to what end is this going to?
Right.
Instead, you really should just try to figure it out subliminally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Scenario the other night was like, it was on Monday night. I'm at work and then like Kara, I always like text her like around 10 or 11 o'clock just to check, make sure she got home okay, tell her good night, whatever. And like, how was your day? And she was like, well, I think I'm getting fired. Like, what? What happened, And she was saying that there was like this table that came in, and just like these fat fucking slobs came in and they like went through this whole thing. She told me what happened. Like they were just kind of assholes, whatever. She's a waitress, and so she took care of them. They got up and left, and as they left, I guess they ran out. And so she went over to the table, didn't see that they paid the bill, and it was like $120 or something like that. Mm-hmm. So she running out and told them they need to pay for their, if they're going to pay their bill. And the guy yelled back at her like, well, I left the money on the table. And she's like, oh, okay. She went back in, and they had like piled all their shit up on the table, and it was underneath like all the plates and stuff. He left the money for it. So she got like, he went on Yelp and like put a negative review, said she was a monster human being, and like he ordered his chicken pesto was subpar, and his friend's sandwiches, spelled SAMWICE, sandwiches in Tooele spelled wrong, like all these misspellings, and said that like he ordered a Diet Coke, but she brought him a regular Coke, and when he said it was a regular Coke, she said, deal with it. Like, outright fucking lies. Yeah. And so she told, like, I went in and like read the review, and I was like, this fucking piece of shit, dude. I'm gonna hunt this motherfucker down. And so I was like texting her, I was like, you know what, the people that you work for know who you are. They know how you're like the best server. You train all the other servers because you're the best server they have there. Yeah. Like, I think you're going to be fine. Like, I wouldn't stress about it, But I still went on there and I was like doing my own Yelp review, but I wanted to do like a line by line like rebuttal to all the things that he said. But I was just like, I can't do that. Going on there, I've eaten at this place many times. Their prime rib is awesome. I've never tried the chicken pesto because I don't think they have it on the menu, but gave them 5 stars, whatever. And it was just like a scenario like that where like I want to fix it, but there's nothing really I can do. There's nothing really I need to do. It's just, I think she just needed to like offload that emotional like response that she was having. Yeah. And I will take that, but at the same time it makes me have an emotional response too. And it's like, okay, how do I deal with this personally? Yeah. And it's like, okay, I just need to let that go and fuck that guy. Who gives a fuck about that?
Well, you're 100% right. Like when you say let people help you, it's hard. It takes a mountain of courage to like reach out to somebody and say like, hey, I'm not doing okay or whatever, and I kind of need help. But if you have that courage that you could do it, you have to still let somebody help you. Yeah. Even if it's like, I just need to vent, or like, let's say I was to go to you and be like, hey, I'm going through a hard time. Can I just rant at you for a minute? You'd be like, yeah, sure, I call it standing in the fire with somebody.
Yeah.
And I think that's a thing that we as a society are not very good at.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and it's like, because I think about like with my ex-partner, because sometimes I'd complain about something and I did not get a good response, so I kind of stopped venting about things. Because I remember like one time, I got braces on when I was 35, and I remember saying, God, my braces are fucking killing me today. And her response was, well, we've all had them, you'll get over it. And it's like, that was the fucking poorest answer you could give to a person, instead of just being like, man, that sucks. There's some ibuprofen in the bathroom or whatever.
You want me to use some ibuprofen?
Yeah. Here, have a beer. You won't care about it, So thinking about like how to support people, I think you get better at it when you've dealt with those poor responses.
Yeah.
Once you've had to like go to somebody and, admit a problem or try to vent a frustration and they're a fucking bitch to you for no reason. Like, I've seen it at work a million times where you're like, God, so-and-so's pissing me off. Well, they're still a good operator. Like, that's not what I'm saying, So you're almost like being subconsciously trained to be a better person when people are shitty to you. Yeah,
I guess so. That's the best way to learn something is through like personal experience of dealing with stuff like that. But it does suck that you have to go through. Everybody has to go through their own shit to figure out how to be better at it.
Yeah, but I think that's the amor fati part of it. Love of fate. Like, you have to love everything you go through to realize like that made you the person you are.
Yeah. And
to an extent, like dealing with shitty people or dealing with situations that suck, you kind of have to have that mindset of like, I'm going to learn something from this. Mm-hmm. So I can't just be miserable and shitty about it the whole time. Just grit and bear, and then at the end, there is a pot of gold.
Yeah.
Sucks, but you got to get it.
It does suck to ride that fucking rainbow to the pot of gold.
Because it's a rainbow made out of poop.
A rainbow made out of fucking broken glass. Sliding all the way down.
And you're butt-ass naked on it. So it's an interesting conundrum that you have to kind of be forged in fire.
Yeah.
It's the same water that softened the potato will harden the egg.
Yeah. Well, I think it's the same. You can... Proof of concept there is like if you have like people who've been given something, everything and anything they needed or wanted, and you look at them as an adult and they're a shitty person.
Yeah.
As opposed to somebody who is like had to like get or like obtain things the way that you and I have to, like working towards something to get something, and then you have that appreciation for it, but you've also learned all those lessons to get to that point. Whereas the person who's just handed that same thing, doesn't know what it means. Like,
yeah,
they don't have that knowledge or that growth that got them to that point.
It's funny because I was literally just thinking about that yesterday, that same point of, like, I would not have wanted to be rich before this time in my life. Like, if I was rich now, it would be a total game changer, right? Because my mentality is different.
Yeah.
I have a stronger character. I would make better use of an absorbent amount of money. Had you given me an absorbent amount of money like 10 years ago, I would have been a fucking tool. I would have been a complete douchebag. But if I had it now, where I have a rich mindset, where I live from an abundant place as a person, like, hell yeah, dude, I would take care of so many people.
Yeah.
I would do so many great things with a shitload of money.
Yeah. Especially now. 10 years ago, I'd just be walking around with like fucking Tom Hardy shirts on and shit.
I would have had
fucking affliction wear.
I was about to say affliction shirts. A whole closet full of affliction shirts. Just thinking of how badass I am.
Embroidered jeans and fucking
bedazzled. Looks like a chandelier on your ass.
You're just like sparkling as you walk down the street. I'd just pay somebody to take me in a rickshaw. If I was rich back then.
Even now.
Wow, is that a disco ball in a rickshaw?
Damn, look at the size of those fucking speakers in there. Is that a 55-inch TV in a rickshaw? How's that even getting power?
It's he powers it with his feet when he's running. It's pedestrian powered.
Now then, if you were like obscenely wealthy, you could be just like DJ Khaled now. You could be the better DJ Khaled. You just guest spot on everybody else's song and just yell your own name.
Spencer!
Spencer! Does that guy actually make like full-on music, or does he just guest spot on everybody else's shit?
So I believe he produces the music. So he actually makes the beats.
Oh, okay.
And then just puts his name stamp on it.
Okay. That makes sense. Because I'm like, I can't even think of one DJ Khaled song.
Yeah. He's like Scott Storch. They made like most of the beats in the early 2000s were all Scott Storch productions. And so he produces the beat and then somebody buys it from him.
Interesting.
So DJ Khaled just says, we'll call an artist and say, hey, I've got these tracks. If you want to like use them, buy them for me.
Huh. Well, no wonder he's fucking wealthy.
Yeah.
Man, I'm in the wrong business.
Yeah.
I've got Suno up on my computer. I could just like make AI make a bunch of beats and then sell them.
Yeah.
That is something I have been dabbling with, is AI music. Because
it's pretty fun.
It's super fucking fun.
Yeah.
So I realized for myself, and I'm going to get back to the music thing, because it kind of leads back into there. So like, I had heard this therapist talking about alcoholics, right? I'm not an alcoholic. I'll put it this way. I didn't have an alcohol problem. I had a David problem, and I fixed the David problem. The alcohol problem went away. But the way this therapist was talking about alcoholics kind of resonated to me, where she had talked about like alcoholics perform amazing under pressure. They outperform everybody. But it's when they're still and everything is quiet is when they spiral. When there's no chaos to thrive in, they self-destruct.
Create the chaos.
Yeah, so you soothe yourself with alcohol, and that's the mentality of most alcoholics. And I thought, I'm not an alcoholic, but that does fucking apply to me. But that's where, going back into the music thing, is like, I tend to do the same thing when it's quiet and you kind of like inadvertently self-destruct because you're fucking bored. So you have to not be bored, and the best way to combat boredom is creation. So if I don't have like a podcast to work on or a video to edit, like I get on there and I play with that AI music and I just make the shit out of that, and I'm just like in my own little world, and it's dope.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, having a creative outlet, whether it's drawing or painting or doing like music or even like working on cars, I think is a creative mental output, like, or mental activity that you have to like focus on, and you get to that, like they call it the flow state of whatever, or it's like martial arts, same shit. Like you get to that flow state where you're not thinking about anything in particular, you're just doing that one thing. I mean, you can do it even with work. Like if you get into something that you're working on and you just forget everything else around you that's going on. I think that getting to that mental state at least a few times a week is like super beneficial.
Oh, absolutely.
It just like neutralizes all of the like other emotions, like the Templars talked about, like rising above the emotions and you're standing on top of the water. Like
yeah, it's really just like cleansing all that static in your brain.
Right.
Just get rid of it, and you're in the groove and you're doing this thing, and then at the end of it, it's like, hey, I accomplished this. Whether it's creating music or like at work mopping the fucking floor, and you're like, I don't want to mop the floor, and then you get into it and you got your earbud in and you're just fucking cruising along, and then you're like, hey, that looks way better.
Yeah.
I feel good about that.
That is one thing that I think that a lot of people at our job have a hard time with is like, for the most part, if you look at it as a whole, there is no like completion of task, really. Like, for the most part, like, you're doing the same thing every single day, and it doesn't matter what it is, it's always you're doing the same thing. So there's never ending. You don't get that like work and then reward of like seeing what you accomplished as a whole. But if you break it down into those individual tasks of like, okay, I need to, like in my case, I need to hit the ports. When I hit the ports, it creates a bunch of fucking ash and shit on the ground. It's a mess. Next step is I got to clean that up. Take that as a mini task. Takes me like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then I can look at it again, look at it after, and be like, okay, that looks good.
Yeah.
That's done. What's next?
Yeah. I believe in eternal finish lines. Like, you're never going to be done.
Yeah.
So you have to find things to keep you going instead of just stepping back and going, yeah, I did that. Just going to chill.
I'm going to go sit in the break room now for the next 11 and a half hours.
Yeah. Well, that's a thing at work I can't wrap my mind around. Like, the people who try to do as little as possible. Like, you want to sit there and just be bored for 12 fucking hours? Yeah. Like, that fucking stupid retard in the lab, Clay, talking about his ideal job would be to just sit in a chair and watch paint dry. You are the most miserable person. Versus if you got up and you moved around and you did something and you accomplished something, you would probably have a much better sense of self.
Yeah. And
that's literally why that guy is so fucking miserable. Yeah. And just being in his energy field is toxic.
Yeah.
The rare times I have to see him, I'm almost like holding my breath till it's over. Just like, there you go.
Personally, I like Clay. I think he's funny.
I think he's fucking obnoxious. So I've discovered
he's definitely a cornball for sure.
Oh, he's corny for sure. He's cornier than a fucking turd. So I've discovered this thing about myself, where I have this kind of like polarizing personality, where you pretty much either love me or you fucking hate me, and I had to learn how to make peace with that for my own mental health, just so I didn't like self-destruct over the fact that people hate me for no fucking reason. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I think it's this kind of like, I hate to use this term, but this kind of alpha male persona where people feel they need to challenge you because they need to feel like the alpha male. Mm-hmm. And just for men's mental health, that shit needs to stop. It's so just disgusting. Like, this idea that a person can't just exist in their own realm because you feel challenged by them. Yeah. And they're not even doing anything. Yeah. It's so weird.
It is weird. And I don't...
I bring that up because Clay is one of those. Like, he had to... Any chance he got, he was talking mad shit about me. And it's like, dude, I haven't done anything fucking wrong to you. Yeah. I don't even think I've even spoke to you.
Yeah. And there are those people that, like... The people that bug me are like the people that come in, especially like new people, and then want to be included into the atmosphere or whatever, especially in a building where like we're with each other for 12 hours every half of the year, you know. And so we see a lot of these people you're with sometimes more than your family, like you know. And so like after a few years, and then you have somebody new come in and like trying to interject into that, like, and it's just really off-putting to me. Like, it was just like, dude, shut the fuck up. Who the fuck are, what's your name?
Hey, you got the wrong color of coveralls on to be talking like that, yeah. Just so you know.
But at the same time, it's like, I gotta give this person a chance and let them into the group. And it's like trying to be, I find myself being almost like territorial about a group or whatever, territorial about like you know, who the fuck are you to say anything? Why don't you shut the fuck up?
Hey, do you have a stamp? No? Shut up.
But it's like, yeah, that's one thing that I wouldn't say I struggle with, but it's something that I, like, pull myself away from, like.
Yeah. And that kind of fits into that almost alpha mindset.
Right.
You know, because
right.
that's your pack.
Yeah.
You know, and even though we've talked about this, there's no alpha wolf in the pack, you know. But it's kind of how we're hardwired. But for men's mental health in particular, recognizing that pattern and breaking free of it will make you feel better.
Yeah.
Because I catch myself in these situations where you try not to, like, overstep your boundaries with other people. You know, especially like me being a lead, and now there's another lineup where there's another lead where I have to go, no, that's his line, that's his responsibility. I don't make the calls over there. Even though sometimes I go, I wouldn't do that, but okay. You know.
Yeah.
Similarly with, you know, new people kind of coming into your orbit with your pack and being like, you don't fucking belong here. You got to earn a spot here.
Yeah.
You know. Or the same thing with being challenged because other people feel threatened by you, even though you've done nothing wrong. You just have to accept they're not at peace with themselves, and that's their fucking problem.
Yeah. Or you like call out, dude, my tool patch has more seniority than you do.
You know what's funny? I actually had a cathartic moment at work the other day. So you know how I have like the carabiner that holds all my gloves? Mm-hmm. I lost it the other day. I've had that the entire time I've worked there, 10 years. I lost it, and for a minute I was like, I had that thing for 10 years. And then after a few minutes I was like, it's a fucking carabiner. Who gives a shit?
That's pretty funny because I had the same thing, but it was the original fucking razor.
Oh, yeah?
The red one.
Yeah.
The first one that I got, I had that the whole time.
Oh, really?
Even when we went back, I still had it, the same one.
Oh.
I used that. I always used that, and it was like, there was only like specks of red on it left because it was all beat up and shit.
Yeah.
Lost it, like last week.
Damn, the same time I lost my carabiner. Yeah. I think it was a cathartic thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I was like, fuck, man. Looking all around for it, and I was like, where the fuck is that thing? My battle buddy, dude. And after a while, I was like, I have like 3 of them in my bag. Like new ones that I vended. The new ones that have the automatic razor and shit on it. Never used them. Just always used that red one.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's just a razor. Got a new one.
It's interesting the way I like put it through a perspective of, man, I was like having an actual emotional response about a fucking carabiner.
Yeah.
But it's like, man, I've had people just leave my life and felt equally as bad about. And then I kind of go, that's part of life, is letting go. And then I kicked in of, it's a fucking carabiner. Thing's beat to shit anyway. Because I used to keep it on my right side, and I'd like spin my scissors to try to holster them.
Yeah.
And it's full of fucking nicks.
Yeah.
Like, you touch the carabiner, it's like, ow, that hurt. So it's...
Yeah, that was part of like chipping off all the paint off that thing, because I just walk around fucking gunslinging my fucking scissors.
Now you can't, because the fucking loops on our coveralls are stupid. Not like they were on the blueberries where they were in the right spot.
Yeah.
Where you...
Well, I can still do it because my covies are so fucking huge now that it just hangs like all the way down here.
Yeah.
Right on my side.
I always feel like such a small guy when I put on my coveralls now, because I swim in all of them because they're all fucking enormous.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Now, when we went back, I had lost a little bit of weight, and so like she was like, oh, do you want bigger coveralls or the same size or smaller ones? I was like, oh, I want smaller ones. So I got 5X coveralls is what they gave me. They were big before, and now I'm just like one of those fucking squirrel suits.
Windsuit.
Yeah. I get done cutting out a wrap and just jump off. Soar back down to the floor.
Your sleeves are just full of air. Yeah, you know, the thing with mental health is your own, like, physical things that you stress about. Like, for me, it's my hair and my short legs. You know, I'm thinning, obviously, and having short legs. You know, I used to, like, feel really self-conscious about those things, but I think once you reach a certain age, you just go, oh, well,
yeah,
it is what it is.
they're not getting longer.
And then people will, like, make your jokes, oh, you bald fuck, like, it wouldn't be fair for me to have all this personality and great hair.
Yeah.
You have great hair and no personality, so it's kind of a wash.
Yeah, you need all that hair just to make up for the lack of personality.
It's great you have a full head of hair because there's nothing underneath it. You got no fucking brains, bud.
It's got to keep all that empty space warm.
Yeah. It's a decoration. It's like a plant, but it's not real. There's not actually dirt in the pot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, yeah, I think that definitely, like, takes time to get over, like, your physical flaws and having like a like worrying about what other people think about what you may look like. Maybe that's why people just wear fucking sweats and shit to Walmart or whatever.
Maybe.
They just don't give a fuck. Me personally, I think it makes me feel better if I actually look like I had an intention for going to Walmart.
Yeah. Well, and I think with, like, the physical things that we kind of spend too much energy on that we can't control, you know, it's silly when you think about it, because, like, I look at it now, especially, like, with my hair and my short legs, and I just own that shit. Like, because I used to have this problem, like, oh, man, I'm not going to be attracted to women because my hair is going, and now I go, I don't give a shit, dude. I style it, it still looks good, I'm okay. And just having that confidence about it changes your whole appearance.
Yeah.
Because I'll see dudes who are, like, chubby and they kind of try to, like, hide it, or, you know, they'll sit there and suck in their gut the whole time, or they'll try to walk broad-shouldered so their stomach doesn't stick out so much, and it's like, dude, just fucking own it. Either you can fix it or you can own it.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Like, sure, I could wear a hat, but I don't want to. This is just the way I am.
Yeah, you don't need to disguise yourself for, like, for me, for sure, I don't give a fuck what, like, anybody. I might be like, Crocs, real. But do I actually fucking care? No, not at all.
No. And you shouldn't have to. I firmly believe that if you walk like you have a huge cock, you're going to be convinced you have a huge cock.
Yeah.
So you should just be that way.
Yeah.
So if I walk like I have nice long legs, I have nice long legs.
Just take these huge fucking strides, just like turning your hips into every stride.
I think confidence is key.
Yeah.
Like, don't beat yourself up over the little things. Just be proud of the things that you have that you know are right, you know?
So how do you get to confidence? Positive self-talk. Saying it until you believe it. And if you believe it, other people might believe it too.
Also, gratitude for what you do have.
Right. At least I do have legs to walk on.
I do have legs. I'm still reasonably tall. You know? I still have things to be thankful for. I'm not perfect, and I shouldn't be. Nobody should
I
be.
mean, what is perfect? Perfect is different for every single person.
Well, I think if I was 6'2", that would be pretty perfect, and, you know, had better hair and a nice jawline.
Yeah, but somebody who's 6'2", has a full head of hair, wishes they were 6'4".
Exactly. It's never going to be enough.
Yeah.
So it's being thankful for what you do have. And like you said, the positive self-talk and just understanding you are who you are.
Yeah.
It's important.
It is very important, and I think a key to having a positive mental outlook towards yourself and towards it projects outwardly to other things, everything.
It does. And confident people give other people confidence.
Yeah.
You know, if, kind of like in the same vein of that, like, challenge the alpha male thing, whereas if you're projecting confidence, people will naturally become more confident.
Yeah.
And I think along with that is not comparing yourself to other people. The grass always seems greener on the other side, but the grass is always the greenest where there's a fucking septic tank.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
water your own grass.
That grassy meadow is full of cow shit over there, so you can't go have like a soccer match or.
Well, you can.
could,
It's gross. Then you're definitely going to have to wash your ass.
Yeah. I guess. Sounds gay to me.
I'm not washing that cow pie out of my crack. That's fucking gay.
That's where it lives now. It made its choice, and now it lives in my ass crack.
That is important. If you're a dude and you don't wash your ass crack because you think it's gay, you are gay.
Yeah, and
Gross.
you're not going to get much action because you don't wash your ass.
Yeah. Couldn't imagine being like some beautiful young woman and you're being taken to bed by this guy and he gets his britches off and it just smells like shit.
Yeah.
It'd be awful. You'd be like, nope.
Yeah. Sounds like sandpaper rubbing together because you just all this crust. Like.
Gnarly. So yeah, I think we saw quite a bit here.
Yeah.
I think this is actually one of the better mental health episodes we've done.
Yeah, we didn't need any statistics. We've gone through all that shit. You know, this is the evolution of our mental health aspects. And I think that the more that you actually like really look into it and focus on it, the better everybody might be.
Well, and I also think it's kind of a fun thing that we keep doing these because it shows evolution.
Yeah.
Like, where I was then when we started doing these to where I am now is vastly different. And even the same with you, where you have like a perpetual growth mindset.
Right.
Where it's like, it's really cool to see that. It was probably like 6 months ago I listened to the first one we did, and it's so much different. So it's hopefully somebody else will like see those in succession and go, wow, they're growing, they're learning.
Yeah. And that's what this whole thing is about, is like us working on our doctorates, obtaining those doctorates, and, putting out the information for anybody else that's on a journey similar to ours.
Yeah. Speaking of doctorates, like, I'm a doctor. I am not a conspiracy theorist. And I don't like being called that. Because it's not conspiracy theory, it's pattern recognition.
It is pattern recognition, and it's not a theory if it's true.
If all the fucking pieces of the puzzle fit together, it's not really a theory.
How can you solve a theory?
I think you can disprove a theory,
Yes.
but it's not solving. Like, you solve a puzzle by putting it together.
Right. So we can't be theorists if we're solving the problems.
Exactly. Because we're fucking doctors. With that said, doctor,
Doctor.
we'll pull it there. Later, Tater.
Bye.